Chilling with my shark. Been to war, we got purple hearts. Was outside when you were scared of dark. I've been shot, I ain't scared to lurk. Had a clean run, then ended up in jail for my 31st. Had the but the first. Before that, then a shank that I pierced his shirt. 2016 was Dirty Sprite. I done it on the top floor, then I cut out, I'm scared of heights. YT and TV, the same for radio or the TV. You ain't got no works on your CV. Staring at my hand, it's all VVs. We just trying to stay alive like the Bee Gees. Done it for the guts and the glory. And if we ever rise it, we ain't shooting feet, we ain't Tory. Mommy voted Labour, we was poorly. But I don't want you sobbing to my story. Car made it out the trenches. Now I got a taste, it's expensive. Cartier lenses, premium plus on the Benzes. I was dead broke, I had to mend it. I wink at my shooter, he gon' send it. Follow me, it's been a rocky road. I take my dog off the leash and have a proper stroll. Honeycomb, she my pot of gold. Told her if she stayed down to the end, we gon' rock and roll.
You gon' need 21 to salute me. All my friends is dead, so I'm trying to buy. I was bad in the streets way before I got bougie. Type of murders that you only see in movies. Shit's real when the raps is deep. What you know about waking up in jail from a dream that make you wanna fall straight back asleep? 100 days, 100 nights, selling crack for weeks. I'm from the corner of the trap in the trench. Had to hit the sauna when I slapped off with somebody's daughter in the back of a Benz. I'm a shark, see a pool full of blood, take a swim. Got a battle heart for the work I put in. Can't be a face on a shirt or a name on some skin, this survival. You got money on the line, I'm gon' dial you. Teflon vest on the I got cake like the bottom of a trifle. Took her to the telly, then I scratch her inside like a vinyl. Handled the whole 9-bar on a 2-wheel cycle. Trying to get richer than Lionel. Tell the hospital we're sending straight death on arrival. You trying to walk through the streets, I'ma guide you. From a brick to a teeth, I'll supply you. You know what type of time I'm tired.
On your mark, so you ready. 2023, we getting heavy. My bitch got a it's heavy. Got the and it's heavy. My watch 41 mil is heavy, steady. On your mark, so you ready. 2023, we getting heavy. My bitch got a it's heavy. Got the and it's heavy. My watch 41 mil is heavy, steady.
All right, here we go, folks. Round one is underway. I'm sure you can sense our enthusiasm, as good a kickboxer as there is in this division. And on the other side, a BJJ specialist of the highest order.
A super grappler. A person that you want to avoid when you step on the mat, because you just know, from the cauliflower ear to the beat-up knuckles, you know you do not want to be grappling with this man. But you also don't want to take a shin to your face from this kickboxer. I cannot wait to see how this fight plays out, because both of these guys can finish the fight in their area of expertise. It's going to be on the opponent to make sure that they fight where they're comfortable.
Oh, he lands yet another hook here. He's certainly landed several in this round and starting to find a home for it consistently.
Oh, nice.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
Big ground and pound.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan. He passed the half guard.
Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse, and he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up.
All right, closed guard now. Yet another strike targeting that already bruised area on the side of his body.
Just mixing everything up there. Finding his target, using his punches, his kicks, and everything else to try to do damage to his opponent's body. I love this game plan.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Under 30 seconds. Topuria's back in full guard. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. These ground strikes are starting to add up. 4 seconds for the end of round 1. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, back to the stools we go. Second round underway. Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You can tell by his eyes. He's taking peeks. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
Oh, and there it is. Another hook connects flush. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He is just outclassing this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. Oh!
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and finish. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight, but we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round 2, definitely picking up the pace after round 1. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Topuria gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back. His head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now, because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now is time to start being on high alert.
Lands with the ground and pound.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Saved by the bell. There is the final horn. He was getting grounded. He was getting pounded just at the end of the round. So you see, he's taken some of this time here to get back to his feet. Only 60 seconds on the clock between... So here we go, 5 minutes remain in the fight. Do you believe it? This next round is underway.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Oh, with authority, the body. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop.
What a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurting for certain.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up.
Throws the teep. Nice defense there. Huge block. Well, they will. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beat Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Shades of Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald as these athletes go toe-to-toe, both dealing with cuts and adversity and trying to fight through it. Absolutely incredible result.
So many people say they want to be a fighter. If I'm trying to convince somebody not to do it, I will show them this fight. This fight has been amazing. These guys have laid it all out on the line. I wonder now who's going to be the first one to take a backward step and almost concede that this is too much.
The cut men on both sides have done an outstanding job keeping these guys in this fight.
Oh, right into mount.
Topuria's in half guard. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he is going at that cut, which is getting worse with every passing ground strike. Oh, how about it? Just what the doctor ordered, he gets back to the field.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight. Oh, he's got the armbar deep.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Topuria gets back up here.